somehow that brings me peace. Nothing like demons, and now I know that I've been right to spend my life keeping all of this out of my world. Those hunters had a key. I hope that's the key we need. I'm going back to Nexus. I need to rest and dress my wounds. So long. Geralt, help us. Disgusting fight. Absolutely disgusting. I have no words for this.
The goddess protects us.
I think there are memory leaks. I really believe there are memory leaks. I need to restart. I've been playing for 4 hours without restarting. There are huge memory leaks right now. Alushinera is completely broken in performance. Completely. I just hope I'm gonna be done with it soon. They're just freaking legs in Alushinera. There's nothing you can do about it. I need to take a piss. Be right back very fast. Let me see the chat a bit. I wasn't paying much attention. Badass, how you doing, Badass? I'm a bit above 50% if there are 6x in the game and I'm at 40. Already in the middle of 40. I like the style from Kingmaker with kingdom management as well as army management in Wrath of the Righteous. If you ask me, I would get them both for if they decide to make a new Pathfinder game. I would like to see them both implemented into one game. Now that would be fucking epic. For FPS, you can try to enable auto-fill hard mode. I don't know. I don't even know where it is. I'll need to check those settings. First time I hear something like that. I don't release videos way too much. I release 1 or 2 a day. I really don't release them that much. The game is good for the first 200 hours. This is the first time I'm having issues and it's with performance. But not with bugs. So you can play if you don't mind performance in Alushinira. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I never seen more bugs and brain dead AI in my life than in Kingdom Come. I am far ahead of many of you probably because I play more, but you also have to have in mind that I also talk a lot, I read everything aloud, plus I try every fight on hard and unfair, and I spend a lot of time talking about builds, plus I spend a lot of time releasing videos on my YouTube channel, so all of that takes time to me also. I would finish the game by now if I wasn't doing all of that, of course. No, I understood the combat. I understood the combat, especially in the last 3 to 4 hours when I quit it. I quitted the game because of the brain dead AI, not because of combat. Let's see, those memory leaks stop. I never quit Alien Isolation, I just tried it. And then something new came out, and I transferred immediately to that game, and then I completely forgot about Alien Isolation. When I play Alien Isolation, I'm gonna go from scrap, because I only spent like 1 hour into the game, okay? No, I only have 1 video of Alien Isolation, I think. If I'm right, it doesn't mean that I'm right. I would need to check, I don't know, I got 6,000 videos. I really don't know. Have I even uploaded anything? Only part 1. I don't have part 2. I only spent 1 hour in the game for Alien Isolation. Only 1 hour. Alright. That's a lot of swords. Defiler. I do not have any plans. I plan to play this and I plan to play Wasteland 3.
I wonder.
And I plan to release a lot of videos about Breath of the Righteous. With all guides, mythic paths, everything that goes with it. It's gonna take a lot of time to do it all. So no other plans, just that. And Kate will wait. I just can't do it all. There is no way. Nah, we'll have 5,000 hours. It's gonna be shorter when I start replaying the game. I'll skip through most of the conversations. So it's gonna go faster. This is the 10,000 delights for the very first time. Dear God, save me from these legs, goddammit. You see a massive, beautifully decorated door. It appears impregnable. At eye level, an elegant inscription reads 10,000 delights. In smaller letters, another inscription reads a gift from Alexia the Wonderful to Shibaro the Beautiful. Spells tier list. I would need to have like 2 or 3 runs for spells tier list with all classes combined. Examine the door and figure out the best way to open it. The door looks solid and sturdy. Anything can be broken. The simple lock is likely enchanted. It would have been reckless of those who put the door here not to protect it with magic. You're probably wondering how to pick my lock. The door box. Well, don't bother. Many have tried it before, but go on. I could do with a left. Pick the lock. Get away from me. What are you doing here? You pervert. That's disgusting. The door finds you poking around inside the lock extremely unpleasant, even painful. Finally the lock clicks and the door says in a hurt voice, "You filthy beast. We are going into a whorehouse for real. Even the door is a whore." Never seen a whore door in my life. Whore door. Yeah. Naked incubus. Shibaro is the owner of the place, for sure. God damn it. What is this in a hub? Neutralize poison. More of it, honey-eyed tongue. more of it, honey-eyed tongue. How big is this workhouse?
Head on.
I had to speak with the owner. That would be Shivaro. Another Lily too. An attractive Lilith in a simple but revealing dress greets you with a warm smile. Her eyeless face is serene. A new guest. We're always happy to welcome guests to the 10,000 Delights. I'm Shivaro, the ruler of this place of pleasure. Palace of pleasure. The only taboos here are brawling, moderation, and talking politics. Aside from that, anything goes. As my guest, you can expect to receive gentle caresses, or if you prefer, wild and untamed ones. I have servants of every type to suit your every taste. Any of them can be yours for a night, or forever, if your pockets are deep enough. What are your preferences? Never mind, I'll find out for myself. The Lilith tilts her head to one side as if studying you with her non-existent eyes. Succeeded at will check. It feels as if someone is touching your mind, prying fingers or attempting to extract a recent memory, but not very successfully. Exerting your will, you manage to eject the alien presence from your head before it digs too deep. There is a mild confusion in a demon's voice. You have an iron will. You can push me out of their mind with such ease. I saw almost nothing. I'm almost offended. I do, however, respect the power of others. Let your secrets remain yours alone. Don't you dare pry into my mind ever again. I'm looking for the spinner of nightmares, you know her. My friend Camellia would like to avail herself of your brother's special services. I'm looking for a companion for the night. I like you, perhaps we can spend the night together. Have questions. Your rule here has come to an end. Don't you dare pry into my mind ever again. Or else what? You'll hit me. You can try, but you're my guest here. You don't call the shots, I do. All demons are the same. I'm looking for the spinner of nightmares. Do you know her? Talk to mistress of the 10,000 lies, traces of shadow. She lived here for a long time. She owned several rooms. The den of sweet horror, she called them. You can easily find them. Just look for a bunch of crazy, drugged up cultists. Those degenerates were the spinner's entourage. When she left the 10,000 Delights, she left them here so we could entertain ourselves with them. They fixed bolster meta magic, it doesn't work anymore. My friend Camellia would like to avail herself. No, I have a few questions. Are you interested in me or in my establishment? I want to know more about this place. Some are foolish enough to call this place a brothel, but that's a facile misrepresentation. The 10,000 Delights is a pleasure palace for every taste. You'll find everything that brings pleasure here. Wine, sex, music, good company, violence, gossip, stories, drugs, every kind of drug, herbal, alchemical, even telepathic. And many things that seem incomprehensible to us, but are very popular on the other planes. You're seeing but a small part of 10,000 Delights. Behind these inconspicuous doors lie entire streets, houses and rooms. A veritable labyrinth of pleasure. No one knows how large this place really is. Anyone who attempts to measure it returns weeks later exhausted and happy, and somehow changed from when they left. After all, no matter who you are, no matter what your predilections in 10,000 Delights, you will find a room where you will be fully satisfied. I wish I could see what this fiend would say if she met Arshe, the luminous lord of freedom, beauty and sincere physical intimacy. The abyss suffers a distorted reflection of everything we value in the upper planes, even physical attraction, beauty and love. What you do here is disgusting. Looks like we have a prude here. Don't worry, honey, the caresses of my succubi are an excellent cure for principles and morality. Tell me your story. The demoness answers with melodious laughter. I have secrets I would rather not reveal, and without them my story would be as insipid as a sex without violence. After a moment's hesitation, Lilith adds with a smile, I was once wild and dangerous, I manipulated others to destroy them, not subdue them. But then I met someone. That meeting changed everything. It sparked my hunger. I wanted to stand for something, to rise above the crowd, to become important, influential. It turned out that not only I can create bloody chaos, but I can tame wild whirlwinds of chaos, shape and direct them. None of that would have happened but for that chance encounter. You're a skilled mind reader. It is my calling to read others' thoughts and motives, plant ideas in their minds, tempt and guide them. But yes, you're correct, I'm unusually skilled, even by the standards of my kind. With a playful bow, her head, the Lilithus smiles. Have you heard that the old saying, why don't Lilithus have eyes? Because eyes are the window to the soul, and no one can gaze into the soul of a Lilithus. With a mysterious smile, the Lilithus nods at you. My friend Camellia would like to avail herself of your brother's special services. Thanks for the follow. I beg your pardon, but our establishment cannot provide that type of service at the moment. You see, I have a rather delicate problem. The madam trails off, letting the unspoken words hang in the air. What is your heart's desire? Do me one favor, and you can consider us the best of friends. Shivero smiles seductively. I need you to kill someone. A brazen gang of demons keeps harassing my girls, attacking them on the street and bringing them back to their lair in the lower city. A foul band called the Rat and Guttary. Spill their blood, rescue my girls, and come back here for your reward. The words of this fiend sound sweet, but what lurks behind them? Lust, a desire to use you, something even more insidious. I sense danger here, like the reek of decay near a crypt. Faint but clear, you are this trap champion. Grudges to settle, punish the demons who abducted the succubi. God damn it, I got so many quests. You won't let my girls die in the clutches of these monsters, will you? The demoness smiles. You're so confident and have such potential. I think you and I will enjoy being friends. I'm leaving. Now let's see what happens when we ask. You fuck a Lilithu. I take it you're used to people falling into your arms. Don't expect it of me. My favor must be won. But you seem entirely capable of it. The Hand of the Inheritor is the best NPC in this game, man. Absolutely the best NPC I've seen so far is the Hand of the Inheritor. Too bad he's not fully voice acted for every line. And the voice actor is also good for the hand. Let's see what's around. Baphomet cultist. And he checks. The demon worshipper raises his filmy eyes at you. For a while he tries to understand who you are, but ultimately gives up. What do you want? Do you gold? Who are you? I'm ashes caught by a storm, whirling in a wild vortex of tornado, tormenting this universe. I'm measured emptiness. And who are you? It doesn't matter. You're neither ashes nor emptiness. We shall never understand each other. What are you doing here? We enjoy the silence and darkness of oblivion. We give each other quiet. We share our grains of truth scattered in the endlessness voids of our minds. Would be glad if you didn't interfere with this process. I'm looking for Spinner of Nightmares. Search the den of the Sweet Hatter. The Spinner of Nightmares. We adore her. She's our teacher. What the fuck is all of this? She opened our minds to the beauty of madness, brought us here, granted us fear's eternal delight, and then she went away. Where did she go? Why would she abandon us? It's so sad. She left us so many presents, they're all in her caches, or so many all around there. I don't know what the thing is, it looks like a dried human brain. But it has plenty of sweet horror in it. Yeah, you do owe me money, pay up. This is all I have. I don't remember how much I owe you and for what, but I hope it's enough. What's my alignment? I'm still in lawful good, I'm fine. I need Nenio for these skill checks. I really need Nenio. Arcana World. I got World on Scylla. And a bit of Arcana. Holy shit, I'm gonna fail hard.
I'm all done here.
The sheets are covered with embroidery that can be folded to form magical runes. They were probably required for some magical sexual pleasures of the Spinner of Nightmares.
Thanks, Lan. You're
The
so
backside
awesome,
of the altar
Lan.
conceals a small indentation for a cache. Unfortunately, it's empty.
Damn! It's just...
That's why you need Nenio.
This was simple enough.
A bookshelf is a popular choice for a stash. The pages of several books are in fact cut out neatly, but the caches are empty.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Magic figurine used to conduct mind manipulating rituals. The Spinner of Nightmares cache is securely hidden, but not so well that a careful search can uncover it. We got a Spinner of Nightmares notes. Chaotic notes in nearly illegible handwriting. One phrase stands out. Sometimes I regret that I can't finish this endless game of cat and mouse with Healer. I took away his daughter, and he will stop at nothing in his quest for revenge. Time after time, he finds my trail and tries to catch me. I feel sorry for him. He's a decent man, and I'm probably partially to blame. If we could talk, I could probably make peace with him, but he won't listen. Give the diary to Healer. But it's all the way back when we're out of this mess in Dresden. That quest is gonna wait for 100 of hours. But at least that shit is done. A large demon guard in a chain collar stands by an inconspicuous door, toying with a miniature magic wand. He addresses you with a frown, tough, though his voice is polite. Can I help you? What's that collar around your neck? That's none of your biz. The collar clanks ominously and grows a little tighter. The demon gulps, frightened, and his tone becomes more polite. We call them politeness collars. Shivara ordered all the guards to wear them. If we are rude to our guests or allow them to break the rules, the collar starts to tighten until we're decapitated. Politeness collars, man. Yo. We gotta save shit in our world, okay, in the last 2 years. You know how it's called? Masks. We got masks, they got politeness collars. Same shit, we all live in hell. The magic toy you're holding is some sort of a weapon. Some weapon. It's a teleportation wand. Shivarok has grown concerned about security recently. She said something had happened and we should expect unwanted guests. She ordered the guards to arm themselves with these things and toss any troublemakers on the street at the first hint of danger. Dante, good night, Dante. Have a good sleep, Dante. Mio! ¿Te gusta? ¿Te gusta? The demon looks at the wand with disgust. Some weapon, teleportation wand. Shivra grown concerned about security recently. Something had happened and we should expect unwanted guests. Since then I no longer take pleasure in my job. No more crushing heads, no more gutting. Who are these guests? Who we got Shivara so scared, I wonder. If you won't let me pass, I will treat you as Dresden's commander should treat a demon. What's behind the door? The upper seat. Our guests often use this door, as they are far too important to be seen on the streets of the middle seat. I wanna go through the door. Feel free to do just that. You're not a riffraff. This door was made for people like you. That's one way to the upper city, man. There are multiple ways to the upper city.
Call me again if you need to.
What's a Glabrezio doing here? Glabrezio is a patron. How big is this area, man? Honey-eyed tongue. The succubus in the corner bites her full lips and throws pleading glances at you. It doesn't look like she's pleading for love. A demon guard stands nearby. You, sir, have such a martial look about you and that body. I immediately pick you out from the crowd. Please spare me at least a moment of your time. I'm Morevet Honey-eyed tongue, and I've been waiting for you. We'll see how good you are at sweet talking after I rip out your honey-eyed tongue. You wanted to talk about something? Yes, Zerix. I don't know what to do. Succubus hides her face in her hands. He'll either kill me or get me kicked out of here. And I don't know which is worse. Who is Zerix? Zerix is a powerful demon, and I was so flattered when he noticed me. But then he grew jealous. He complained that I spent too much time with the other guests, and then he started killing them. I'm so afraid he'll kill me out of jealousy. Succeeded at perception. Succubus looks at you closely, as if checking whether you believe her. There's no one else who can help me. I'm powerless, and no one can protect me outside the walls of the brothel. Another succubus trying to convince us to kill. Battalion Betio Bastards, thanks for the follow. That's a long nickname, man. Another succubus trying to convince us to kill some awful beast. Now what does this remind me of? Is it going to turn out that this one isn't telling us the full story either? Lan, how many more times must I apologize? I made a mistake. I'm ashamed of what I did. Or what do you hope to gain by reminding me over and over? How can I prove to you I'm not using you this time? Good question, how can you? Anyway, I'm just muttering to myself, paying no attention to the uncut mongrel simpleton. I don't think you're telling me everything. For an instant, the succubus' perfect face turns angry and unpleasant, but it quickly passes. You don't trust me because I sell my love for money? If I lie to guests here, it's only to make them happy. So how can I help? Murder is forbidden in a 10,000 lies, so I set up a date with Zerix on the roof, not far from here. I beg you to kill him, and I will repay you with such pleasure that you will never again be tempted by anyone else. Bring me his ring and you'll learn what my honey-eyed tongue can do. Though this will not be your only reward. Fine, I'll teach him some manners. Yeah, I feel so good. You'll find him nearby on the rooftop where he likes to look for new victims. There is a place to the left of the upper city gates where you can climb to his perch with ease. Mio! But I beg you, as soon as you get rid of him, please bring me his ring, or I will never feel safe ever again. My tongue will make you feel as sweet as if honey were dripping from it. It can penetrate, entwine, and slide. I would have given you a taste of my honey for a reasonable price, but it just isn't possible. She shows her long, narrow tongue, wriggling like a snake. I'm willing to wait for you until the end of time. Goddamn demon whorehouse. So, as far as I can tell, we need to go to the lower plane. And we need to go to that house, Ratten something, so we can speak again with Lilith. And then she's gonna allow Camellia to drink on the blood of demons. Now, if I'm right, this should be the way. And I hope I can do the fight without buffs. Because I spent all of my buffs on that disgusting fight.
Move out.
Ratten Guttery. That's the one. The Ratten Guttery. By the way, I was speaking about how game works like garbage in Alushinira, and now it works crystal smooth. I really don't get it. What the fuck is happening? We're going to the plane of fire without any flames around. I feel so cranky, I want to kill someone. What? Frozen salamander. He's cold in fire because he's frozen.
Another obstacle.
What? Perhaps if I kill you and bathe in your hot blood, it'll warm me up. Okay. Abyssal salamanders and frozen. What's a frozen salamander? This is a level 20 salamander.
I I will resist.
And I'm without buffs. Oh yeah, I got some. I still got some remaining. We should be fine. I spent a lot of time on talking, most of them disappeared.
Did you see that?
Disappear.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
I'll cut you wide open.
I can still fight.
No social.
I failed you.
As long as you don't die.
Is this a mock fight?
The spirits demand your blood. Killing is what I was made for.
Let's see what Camellia does as the assassin. I mean, it's only +3 rapiers, okay? You can buy +5 rapiers, so she's gonna start hurting. I wanna see what she does. That's why I'm looking at this shit right now.
You are today's sacrifice.
Did you see that?
Go for their hearts.
That fucking sucked.
My will is resolute.
No reason to pause.
I will lend you my aid.
Rattengattery. Hope I can do it without resting. I would hate to go back and rest and then come back here.
None shall escape.
What am I dealing with? Cell swords. Cell swords. Chaotic evil human. Most of them level 17.
Die!
They fucking hurt, man.
I'll cut you wide open. The spirits demand your blood.
Hear it. Camellia straight up sucks. She sucks. She success. Again, she success.
Done with you.
The world in crimson. You are today's sacrifice.
Što je to? Ali či jedemo kolač. Kolač, a? Jeli? Look at my wife. The best. The best cook in the world. And as you can see. Hey. I don't know what's with light when I get closer like this. It looks amazing, now we're gonna taste it. Tastes well too. Davitsky DDD. Thanks for the 4 months. Man, these are really good. Alright, they're really, really good. Let me see if I can actually show you what it is. It needs to be further away from the camera. They're still hot, I mean warm. Let me see. You can see what it is from there. It loses focus because of light. Because light was on me. That's how it looks like. Best I can show you is like this. Ah, now you can see it, finally. I can't wait to fucking move on my village, okay? To get out of the city. I can't fucking wait. And it should happen the next year. During the next year, I hope. Yeah, it has cocos, chocolate, banana, some cream, and that's about it. To move out of the city. I live in the city for the 35 years now. I want to go to the village. I'm so sick of the fucking city. I'm sick of it. In every way possible. Can't stand it anymore. Perhaps, you know, or like 80% of the world is like that, yeah. But trust me, I had a lot of failures before her.
Prepare yourself.
A lot of failures.
Your performance is lacking. You
Desna,
are lacking.
guide my hand.
No mercy for the wicked.
Thank God this was easy.
Fall. Is this a mock fight?
This was not a meal, it was just something sweet. I still need to eat. The first thing I ask her is, where's food? Why the fuck in the hell you give me sweet? Where's food? I will have great internet when I move outside. That's why I can finally move, because I can have great internet. So that's why I wanna move, basically. The only thing that was keeping me inside the city was internet. Now I can finally move. A wounded soldier raises his arm with a plaintive shout. Don't kill me, I'll tell you everything. You finally have an opportunity to get a better look at your opponents. They're not demons, but visitors from other planes. Judging by the gear, they're experienced and highly paid mercenaries. You folks aren't from the abyss, are you? Yeah, no demons in our crew. It's a matter of principle. They're strong, sure. Volkirbo, thanks for the follow. Strong for sure, but crazy and unpredictable. There were a few times we nearly finished the job, neat and clean, and then everything went sideways because some horned freak wanted to have some fun. And you are Torlek's crew. I mean, it's my crew, I'm Torlek. But here we're called the Rotten Guttery Gang. It's a dumb name, but it helps us blend in with the demon rebel here. Keeps anyone from prying into our business. We're mercenaries who came to the Abyss on a job, but when we realized what Alushinira was like, we couldn't bloody believe it. There's so much gold to be made here. Demons are loose cannons. You can't trust them with delicate or sensitive jobs. Even if they don't screw it up, they'll run their mouths about it. If someone needs a job done quickly, quietly, and without fail, they'll come to us. Our specialties are disappearances, setups, and abductions. So you were born in a normal place, had a home, a decent life, and then you just left it all and moved here to the demon's dirty work. To live amidst this gory madness, to murder, to be minions of the spawn of the Abyss. Not because your home was threatened, not because you were called by duty, but for gold. Are you mortals or monsters, I ask you? Why did you attack me? Shivaro, the Lulutu from 10,000 Delights, found us and paid us to take you out. She said she'd get you here, and all we have to do is crack your skull open. But that bitch neglected to mention that you wouldn't go down easy. You cracked more than a few skulls yourself, I can tell. Of course, we could really use the gold right about now. Some scum broke into our lair and cleaned us out. But we would never have messed with you. Where are the succubi you captured? There are no succubi. It was a trick. Shivaro's ruse to lure you here. We never kidnap those bitches. They'll screw your brains out. Take all your money and call it a weekend well spent. All succubi should be drowned. That's what I think. Get lost. I'm letting you go. Without wasting time on things, the wounded mercenary leaps to his feet and with a cautious look at you, runs away. Make Shivaro pay for her lies. Man, what the fuck is this? Entomber. +4. Whenever the wielder of +4 warhammers successfully hits an enemy with a charge, the enemy must pass a 40 saving throw or be entrapped in stone until the end of fight. While under this effect, the enemy becomes vulnerable to blunt damage as well as slowed. If the warhammer confirms a crit against an affected enemy, all enemies in a 30 feet area should pass the same check or be under the same effect. Attack with this weapon gets +4. 27,000 Entomber warhammer. But I will need to check those mythic pots to charge if you want to scale with this warhammer. After all, my weapon is... favorite weapon is a warhammer. And Doomber.
Head on!
Now,
Always be ready for the worst.
let me see you. I got proficiency in warhammers. Although this is a great sword, a Rupturing Storm. It's really, really great. But I believe damage will just skyrocket right now. 16 to 36. 16 to 26, but it's 2d6. And this one is 1d6. It's +12. And this is +14. 25 with a hammer, 24 with a sword. And the hammer looks exactly like on the picture. I like it. I really like it. No flashy animations. It just looks great as it is. And Doomber. You entomb enemies with it. Yeah, I remember when you told me about it. I remember. Kosovsky, hello. I'm responsible for keeping your sanity. Who tells you I'm sane? Last time I studied, it feels like it was in my previous life. Okay. When I was on university, okay, we call it faculty here. When I was on university, and believe it or not, I got 3 years on biology, and I finished as manager 4 years. I started when I was 18. I finished around when I was 22 or 23. Now I'm 35, so more than a decade ago was the last time I was studying anything, okay? It really feels like it was in a previous lifetime. Like it was another life, to be honest. I didn't like my student's life because I was never studying that much. Let's say I used a lot of trickery to finish my university. I liked my high school years way much more than university. That was the real fun for me during high school. But not during university. Entomber. We're gonna entomb.
I lead. You follow.
I would like to go back and sell quickly. It's not balanced that well. They really give you a lot of money here. A lot of money. I don't know what they were thinking with all this money. And why they give you so much. And by the way, that Lilito is fucked when I go back.
Onwards.
Fucked. From what I can tell from this game, Lilitas, they're far worse than Succubus. Far, far worse. If you don't care about skill checks, then Barbarian is the way to go for sure. Although you can always have good perception and athletics and mobility with Barbarian.
When you say that I'll never atone for what I've done, I think you're talking about yourself. It's your chance of redemption that you don't believe in.
I understand
I can
completely.
change. So can you.
I get it. Quests won't change,
you
but
joking?
interactions
Now
should
a demon's
change.
trying to tell me
For all
how to
thoughts.
live my life? I've never met a bigger bunch of moralizers.
2.2 million after leaving a dungeon. That's broke. That's broke. You can buy every single item you want in the game. They'll probably fix it though. They need to fix it. love how the game works in these caves. It's so fucking smooth compared to a Lushinira. Look at this frames, it's so smooth. Mio! Who can use this? I can use it on a Slayer, yeah. 22, 28, 48, 24, 33, 1d10, 23, 1d6, 24, 3d6, fire. I can give it to Greybor. Why the fuck not? To 54. Heavy shield +3. Heavy shield +3. I'm gonna sell it all. Let's see, 3K. Yeah. Let's go back to that Lilith. They're gonna balance it for sure.
I lead.
For sure.
You follow.
That's completely broken now. What with you? Listening to himself with his his blade. Nothing with Yaniel.
Onwards.
How well known am I among the denizens of Alushinira? In all of Alushinira, there's not a single creature that hasn't heard of you, champion. Already? So now I know I need Camellia. What happened with Social's quest? Ah, he's with the arena. Social is with the arena. Ugh. without haste? Okay, we go without haste. What's with the wisdom drain? It's bugged. It's bloody bugged. Classic display bug. They kind of have any drains. No, they're all good. They just a bug. Traversing the city is a freaking pain in the ass.
Done.
Like literally it's the pain in the ass. Middle city. Yeah, once you open up, they should have give less money and more fast traveling, okay? To open up those portals faster. That's how I would do it, at least. But whatever. Suture stole one of those. I would have more. But I let Suture live. I wonder what's gonna happen with Suture. Into 10,000 delights. Never seen a moving map in a CRPG in my life. It's really unique. Really, really unique. What I had done with Suture, I let him escape. Then I set him free on a flesh market. And now I don't know where he went. He's still alive and kicking. No, not on this scale. Not on this scale. This is just fucking crazy when you rotate the camera. The entire map switches and... Šta je bilo? Rana? Well, my wife made the food. We're gonna make a pause. Because I want to eat. I'm a human being too, I need to eat. I'm not a fucking machine. 5-10 minutes pause or so until I eat. Be right back as fast as I can. Yeah. Alright, didn't took that long, I guess. Shivara.
Move out.
I've been to the Rotten Guttery. You hired assassins to kill me. Thanks, guys, thanks. Lilith delves into your memories. Mercenaries you killed in a lower city suddenly stand before you. Saying this, the Lilith lets loose a howl of frustration. You piece of shit. Why couldn't you just quietly go there and die? It was nothing but trouble. Damn you for all the suffering you caused Minyago and me. Why did you try to set me up? Lilith's rage is like a stream of liquid fire burning through your mind. She tries to hurt you, but you manage to restrain her. You're Minyago's enemy, my sweet Minyago, vile Valerian. You'll pay for standing in our way. So you and Minyago are lovers? Demons do not know love. Certainly not the kind you have on your stupid Galarian. But Minyago and I, we're closer than most demons ever get. We were bound by passion. At times we irritated each other so much that we separated. But we were always drawn back to one another. We each became a drug to the other. And then you showed up and started pestering Minyago. Tell me the story of you and Minyago. I always loved to sow chaos, whereas Minyago wanted to rule over it. She once usurped me in my own scheme, smashed it right from under my nose, and reaped its fruits for herself. The gauntlet had been thrown. We spent long months trying to kill each other. We were both impressed by the other's passion, and we became addicted to it. No one has ever wanted to destroy me with such fervor. Once I tried to kill her in her bed as she slept. The fight somehow turned into sex, yet it was so much more than sex. In the morning, we both realized we were bound by our craving for each other. Of course, we do still try to kill each other. Minyago can be insufferable, and I'm not much better. But if one of us ever succeeded, it would be a terrible blow to whoever survived. I know demons should not have such feelings, but there is nothing I can do about it. But the demons truly fall in love, albeit in their own terrifying way. It's believed their hearts have no capacity for love, but you and I both know light is stronger than darkness, and it can shine even in the most impenetrable gloom. It sounds like a story about a serious illness, very demonic. Is there anything in this world that hasn't been turned into a disease or a disaster? Diran, man, is there anything into this world that hasn't been turned into a disease or a disaster? What about you, Prince Charming? What I see in you is a larva, the cocoon of a beast that will one day be claimed by one of the evil planes. Or do you think you're different from us? That you alone are capable of feeling something other than this? You just dismissed as an illness. I recently met Minyago here in Alushinira. She tried to attack me again, so I killed her. With a dull howl, the Lilith attacks you. Her claws seem to grow and sharpen before your eyes. The guard's chain collar clanks. He aims the wand at Shivaro and states in an uncompromising, slightly vindictive voice, "Brawling is prohibited, no exceptions, please proceed to the exit." The demon activates his wand and Shivaro, howling helplessly, is instantly transported to the streets of Alushinira. Talk to Shivaro's successor. Looks like Shivaro's throne stands empty. We're supposed to choose a new leader. Really? I regret we must ask our guests to leave 10,000 Delights temporarily. Very soon our doors will be open to you once again. Shivaro is no longer in charge. Why are her rules still in the place? They were Shivaro's rules. Now they're Herak's rules. She stole them from Shivaro along with everything else and let them remain in effect. The only difference is that the colors are less obnoxious. At least they stop choking us all the time. Right, get lost. I mean, have a good night. What happens with Camelia's quest? I came here because of Camellia, not because of Shivaro. Shivaro is quite mad now. We see if we can kill her. Can we go back in or do we need to rest? Time to find out. You are greeted by a succubus whose appearance is striking to say the least. Her flawless skin, graceful figure, and aristocratic face would have made her a true beauty if not for the terrible fresh scars. A jagged scar runs across her cheek, cutting through her scarlet sensual lips and under her high cheekbone. Her left eye is a grey cataract surrounded by wounds from some caustic substance. The succubus' wings are tethered rags. Nevertheless, she behaves imperiously and with dignity, and those around her treat her with respect. Herax, the succubus sounds playful and relaxed. Welcome to 10,000 Delights. My name is Herax. And I am the new madame here. Thanks to you, you rid us of that insolent upstart Shivaro, sending her after her haughty lover Minyago. So you can consider me your debt. Know that you will always be welcome here, and my gift will be proof of that. With a graceful movement, the demoness hands you a gold coin. Herax gold coin. With this, every arch will recognize you as my favorite guest and teleport you here. If you wish to spend the night, have some fun, or restock your supplies, come to me. Don't waste your time on my little crooks. And if you rid us of Shivaro, my gratitude will know no bounds. I think the bitch is hiding somewhere in the lower city. Can you take care of her for me, my love? I wanna know more about this place and its owner. Do you mean the former Madame of 10,000 Delights or the new one? Who are you? To everyone else, I'm the respected Madame of 10,000 Delights, the protector and patron of this palace of pleasures, the strongest who lives here, the one who has earned the right to replace Shivaro on the throne. But you, honey, can just call me Xerax, whatever. The succubus smile is both seductive and unsettling. You look awful. What happened to you? You mean my scars? A trifle, I'm a succubus. We are all beautiful and charming. We aren't bothered by the odd questions that haunt your kind. What if I'm not attractive? What happens once my beauty fades? This is why we're not obsessed with our looks as you mortals. Have I ceased to be gorgeous because of a few scars? What with her wounds? The succubus tilts back her head and laughs, a pleasant arousing sound. I left these scars to serve as a reminder of how I got to where I am, as a reminder for others, that is. Now the smug scum will think twice before challenging my authority. Tell me about Shivaro and Minyago. At first we thought those two would tear each other apart. Shivaro was in charge here for a long time, and no one bothered her because everyone knew who she was. Then Baphomet's minion Minyago showed up. They fought, oh they fought. Then they started to conspire and plot against one another. They sent assassins, then they drew their enemies into a proxy war against each other. By the end they were obsessed. They went from sworn enemies to partners and took over the 10,000 Delights. They started walking around hand in hand, cooing at each other. After that they rarely tried to kill one another. Why is this place so named? Because this name distinguishes the way my palace differs from a common brothel or tavern. This is the sovereign territory of every imaginable pleasure and joy. Most of my domain is hidden from prying eyes. Behind every door is a corridor with other doors like this one. We stand in the center of a small labyrinth dedicated to hedonism. No matter your taste in alcohol, sexual gratification, topics of conversation, music and drugs, you will find like-minded individuals here. Anyone who knows anything about pleasure flocks here, bringing their sophisticated tastes and proclivities. I'm looking for some